So while I still have these items in my inventory, I'm about to spend them. Soul of the Giant Lord, I'm not going to spend this, who once conquered Drangleic. Vendrick crossed the seas, took prisoner the giants, and brought them back to his castle, clapped in irons. However, after this modest triumph, his countenance could be seen to grow darker with each passing day. Soul of the Fume Knight. Soul of the Fume Knight that guards the dungeon of Broom Tower. Rame was a distinguished knight who became infatuated with the Bride of Ash and settled in this land of smoke and fog. The wondrous soul of this knight can be used to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. Soul of Sir Alone, whatever, who once served the old Iron King. Sir Alone, came from an eastern land and became the king's most trusted knight. So, I need to use some of those up as well. I've already wiped out, or cleared out this area, because it's stupid. So we're going to talk to Ornifex, and we're going to look at a few things. Straight sword forged from the soul of the Fume Knight, and imbued with the dark of Nadalia. The exile swordsman Rame had the ability to expunge the black fog, but chose to instead to live alongside it, in the company of the child of dark that haunts his sword. The Moonlight Greatsword. Blade of this great sword shines like the brilliant rays of the moon, and the oldest legends rarely spoken of today. It is said that the sword was born of a great white being. The Fume Ultra Greatsword. The exile swordsman Rame had the ability to expunge the black fog, but chose instead to live alongside it, in the company of the child of dark that haunts his sword. Aged. Oh, okay, that's aged smelter sword. Ultra great sword crafted from the soul of the smelter demon. Its blade is imbued with a great flame. This is actually magic, not flame. So, whatever. The Bewitched Alone sword. Katana forged from the soul of Sir Alone. The captivating, undulating design serves to enhance this weapon's mystical allure. Alone came from the east and soon became the Iron King's most trusted knight. When he departed, the old Iron King bequeathed Sir Alone's name to his Iron Warriors. So that's why when we went to the old Iron Keep in the vanilla game, it was overrun with Alone Knights. He basically in his respect for Sir Alone, he called his knights the Alone Knights. Great Hammer of the Royal Aegis. The power of this hammer's blessing has not faded completely despite its being exposed to the dark of the undead crypt. Unleash its latent power with a strong attack. Sir Velstead, known as the Royal Aegis, gave himself to the king of both life and death. Spear wielded by Sir Yor during his invasion of the Sanctum City. After defeating the Sunken King, Sir Yor pierced Sin, the slumbering dragon, with his spear to claim its blood, but Sin immediately awoke, spewing a poisonous fog that blanketed the city in death, and Sir Yor disappeared into the Eternal Sanctum. Wrathful Axe, an armament forged from the soul of Elena, child of dark. Used strong attack to unleash its latent power. When the abyss dissipated, the things that called it home were fragmented and scattered across the realm. Eventually, these pieces regained form in ways that hinted at humanity's true nature. Don't look at me, Gilligan.
You need armor?
so that's just Velstadt. That's a bummer. What is... Okay, here's a few new things. Elite Knight. Moon Butterfly Wings. Moon Butterfly Cuffs. Moon Butterfly Skirt. Okay. Pinions made from the wings of the rare moon butterfly. Poisons those who approach its wearer. Also extends jump distance. That's kind of cool. Little is known about the moon butterfly, which only appears on full moon nights in winter. Some say the butterfly is a magical being, and its larvae have never once been spotted. The Iron Key. Oh, I think that's how we get into Belfry Soul, which we're not going into. It's just a big PvP zone, and it has a lot of simpletons and skeptic spice.
A petrified egg?
Yes.
Fantastic.
What you thinking?
Might you give it to me? I'm fascinated by it. I'm begging you. Oh, no. Don't say that. Give it a chance. I'm begging you. I really should have that. Change your mind? Donating your stone egg after all? Oh, very kind of you.
You're weird.
This thing is amazing. Could it be a dragon egg? I feel invigorated just by holding it.
You're weird.
You've quite unusual taste, don't you?
Nah. There we go. Oh, he's got the Alone set as well. Sir Alone came to this land, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Sir Alone came to this land from the east, chose to serve a little-known and unestablished lord and help him become the old Iron King. Then, at the very peak of his sire's rule, Sir Alone set out again in search of lands yet unknown. The rebel Rame, after his defeat at the hands of Velstadt, came to Broom Tower in search of greater strength. When he found it, it came not from a regal father figure like before, but from a newfound mother, who gave him his true purpose. Alright. Oh, and let me show this before I completely forget it. I picked up all 12 pieces of the soul of Nadalia, bride of Ash, who renounced her flesh and wandered Broom Tower. In the act of dancing, the bride of Ash was transfigured as smoke, enticing people to her residence, and so her seat of power came to be known as the Broom Tower. The wondrous soul of this augur of solitude can be used to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. One important thing, these Nadalia, oh, I can never think of the one from Shulva, and Nishandra, Alvana. I think Alvana was the Shulva boss. So these, and you can see it, I don't want to move yet, you can see it in her soul. Same with Alana, if that is her name. Like that's dark. That is a dark soul. And it actually reminds us a little bit of the soul of Manus from Dark Souls. So basically, the theory is that when we beat Manus in Dark Souls 1, we split his soul into numerous pieces. And those 3 pieces became what are essentially his daughters, Nishandra, Elvana, and Nadalia, and then we're about to meet the 4th. How heavy is this gonna make me? I should still be okay. Covered in snow. I don't really know what to expect from a lot of this, and I'm gonna try to get through it a lot quicker, just because all intents and purposes I'm kind of over it. Yeah, this will be fine. Oh, and we'll look at these real quick as well. Crown of the Sunken King, who once ruled this land, the king erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon, but the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly after the dragon's awakening. But these were events of long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. Crown of the old Iron King, who once ruled this land, the king sunk below the scorching iron, met the one whose name must never be repeated, and became the Icarus Earth. So, right there, the old Iron King, the guy we fought, that was Icarus Earth. He should have been the Icarus Earth. That was his name. And so they kind of corrected it here, but whatever. And then, I think I have Vendrick's crown somewhere. Oh, and I picked this up as well. A hood imitating the head of a hollow provides curse resistance and makes it easier to detect messages from other worlds. Finely crafted to perfectly imitate the head of a hollow, only without the abhorrent stench. Whoever created this was surely deeply respectful of those lost to hollowing. So basically, this gives you complete curse immunity. It's like 1,000 resistance to curse. Okay, maybe we don't have Vendrick's crown. I could have thought we picked up, okay. And here we are, frozen Ilium Lois. I love saying Ilium Lois. I think they did a good job naming it. It was 6 hits. What? Wow, okay. We're not using that. Yeah. Yes, please. It's a bit better. Is this Ava? Oh, I can hear it. Ooh, that's intense. Okay, we're not we're not going there yet. The only unfortunate, I wish it didn't look like this. Like, and I could be wrong. This is totally my interpretation and not actually, like, based on anything that I'm aware of. But it just... Alright. Two shots ya. It almost seems to me like the use of like snow and ice for everything is just kind of lazy. It's just a good workaround for... Let's see what this does. That's a long animation. Okay. I'm trying to get a feel for some of these different healing items. Right now, this enemy will not aggro, but, and I don't know when exactly we're gonna do this. Nice. But there are... This area has two phases, essentially. What we are right now, which is frozen Ilium Lois. And then when we unfreeze it, a couple things happen. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I might have wanted to put like a heal spell or something. Let's try one of these. Okay, so that's just ooh. Okay. Wow. Ooh, that's nice. I really hope they're making a remaster of Demon Souls. There are rumors about it, but nothing official yet. Oh, shut up. So, like, once we melt it, that pathway becomes clear. That pathway becomes clear. And just on top of that, there are a ton more enemies. So I guess we can backstab. Oh, these are frozen chests. Okay. So once we unfreeze everything, we want to come back that way and get what was frozen. up that way. And right over here is the dark clutch ring. Monastery charm. Yeah, the dark clutch ring. And then, there should also be one more hex, but this just circles us back around. Let's see. Yeah, that's just across the board better. Because that should also increase the dark attack on my weapon. Should give a little buff to it. I feel like there's an invader over here. Well, something's there. You can see the guys off in the distance. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as I can, but I don't necessarily see that being the case. So the way the final boss of this area works is, instead of having like summonable NPCs, you just have alright, I gotta backtrack. I zigged when I should have zagged somewhere. Yeah, now I forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna cut it here because I'm totally lost, and I don't want to spend a ton of time just going in circles. But yeah, we'll get it all sorted out once I get my bearings and see where I need to go. We'll pick it back up and I'll see you in just a minute. Well, that was about worthless. I remembered immediately that there was a door on the other end as soon as I stepped into this room. Come on. What is with my dodge timing? Yeah, come in here if you want, but... There's a bunch of those little... Yeah, I can do that too. But mine's better. Just like right here, this room is a perfect example. So like, oh my god, I was gonna try to hold off. Somebody had to ruin the surprise. So, again, we got these frozen chests in here. Chest, chest, chest. And we can see that this is a mimic. It was frozen in place. Can't do anything with it yet, but when we come back in here, we at least know that this is a mimic. And I was actually, while I was looking up some stuff for this area, found out the real name of those. They are actually not called mimics. They are called entities of avarice. You know what? I don't know where exactly you're gonna cause me problems. Is it right here? It's right here. See, that's good leashing. They don't need to follow you all the way back to the beginning of the freaking level. Oh, shut up. Oh. See? See? They gave it the tools to actually make it a challenge. Not just that it's completely unrelenting. You actually gonna come over this time, bud? Scaredy. Okay. So the problem we start to run into here, so we have some more of those invisible guys. Oh, that is actually a player. Finish him off before this guy gets the jump on me. Come on, come on. Oh god. Ah, crap. Oh man. God almighty. Alright. The good thing is I don't think we were too far away from that second bonfire, but I'll pause it and I'll get back to where we were. Doing so good. Alright, I'll see you in a minute.
No one must ever find that which is sheltered in the pale noise.
So, got just past where we were a moment ago. And this is where we are. I don't quite want to go forward yet if I can avoid it. But I don't quite know. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, is it an invisible? Oh my god. How stupid is that? Alright, I gotta try to get back to there again. Oh my god. Okay. Invisible enemies, really? So whoever programmed the rest of the game snuck in after hours and put these stupid enemies in here. Alright.